golden colour.
Yeah. Orange.
Is there red lights or something?
They said they were flashing red lights. I think this is a bit imaginative. So I don't think you could see that there. Saw a door. They didn't all put that. That's
I think that one's upside down.
is it? That's interesting because the child has caught the flashing of the lights, you see. Oh, very interesting. A lot of them saw the figures.
Oh, virtually in line with our overhead electric cable.
Okay.
Yes, you see, because, well, investigators, how right we are, they know. But know that, what's that?
He's trying to lock it. Maybe something he's more familiar with. I don't know if
But they look, but Barry Downey said like rugby balls, which they are, because they're that way. Well, that's a nice drawing. Got artistic talents, yes? I'm not sure whether it's more difficult. This to me was the impression. But I spoke to John Spencer last night, and John Spencer told me that they have a very interesting case in England where the actual creatures were at a great distance away,
Right.
but the children saw them close too. So there's a time discrepancy. But this, I would say, you wouldn't be able to see.
As I said to Tim yesterday, I mean, I do believe the children saw something. I personally wasn't out there. But my only main concern is the fact that their imaginations might have been carried away.
Yes, but even then,
But I do feel that it
something
did
must
actually
stimulate
physically see something, yeah. That we couldn't explain what it was.
You see, the head will know the children better than anybody else, and they're the ones who have a very vivid imagination. In 1979, I did with Hilary Evans. A lot of the top British people were involved in Wales, and the children had the same sort of thing. I saw the headmaster of the local school. They had it in the newspapers, and everybody laughed. But when I went down 3 times and spoke to the children, one of the things that their class teacher said was that sooner or later the children come out and say, we didn't really. And these kids are now 19, 20 years old. And she said, never denied what they saw. So, it's very exciting because we could, they said, it could be the biggest story in the world.
Really?
I think Tim Leach said that.
Just come and sit on these chairs along here, please. I think that'll make life easier. Just make them on a straight line then. Yeah, please. You want to?
No, I just wondered because he was the one that spoke to me.
Alright, these are the grade 7s, the oldest children here at the school, because they saw something.
Did you all see something?
Yes.
Can you just tell me very briefly, if we go along, just say what your name is and what you saw?
Nathaniel Coxon.
What did you see?
There was some like ship landed on the ground.
Why do you say ship? Did it have a shape?
Yes.
Like what?
It had a round top and it was flat at that side.
What was round the side?
Just so like a platform coming around the side.
Did you see anything else?
Yes, we saw a black man running around.
A little man or what?
From where we looked, he was about this small, but we were quite way away. So it was about our size.
Could you see his face?
No.
What is your name?
My name's Luke Mel, and
What is your name?
Everyone.
Oh, and you also saw this
Yes, we were all there.
creature.
Yes.
What did you think it was?
I don't know, really.
Did you see the thing, whatever it was, land?
Yes, I'm Daniel Mandy.
Was it a form of some sort?
Yeah, it almost looked like a real person, except it was fairly plump.
No, not really. And what did you think it was? What were your thoughts?
At first I thought it was just some boy from the compound playing around, but the hair was, it looked more like our hair. It wasn't curly. That thing almost looked like a hippie.
Like a hippie. And your name?
My name is Emily Bolton. I saw the little black men. They had longish hair, and it was all black, and they had big black eyes. That's all I saw. I saw a glimpse. They kind of turned around and stared, and then went back into a kind of like ship. There was like sort of one big one with quite a few little ones
As well.
all scattered around.
When you say it had big eyes, show me with your hand the size compared to
They were
yours.
oval, kind of like that.
Oval.
Yes.
I see. And could you see anything else on the face?
No, I couldn't. All as I could see was his hair, and when he turned around, and then he...
Were you
just had-
afraid?
Yes, I was.
What did you think it was?
Well, everybody was saying that there were UFOs and everything, so...
Other people said they were UFOs.
Yeah, people were coming around telling... we were in the classroom and I ran out, and I saw it. I did think they were UFOs. I did see them.
Were you perhaps influenced by what the other children had said?
Sort of, but I did definitely see
What you saw?
what I saw, yes.
Did you also see?
Yes.
What is your name?
Charity Shanda.
What did you see?
I saw something silver on the ground amongst the trees, and a person in black, and that's all I saw.
You saw a person alongside the silver thing.
Yes.
What did the silver thing look like?
It looked like a saucer, but the shape wasn't really round.
Have you heard about UFOs before this?
No.
You didn't know anything about it, so it was something quite new to you.
Yes.
Were you afraid?
Yes.
What did you do? Did you run to fetch the teachers, or you just stayed with the other children?
I stayed with the other children.
Okay, thank you.
Unfortunately not. We were actually having a staff meeting at this particular point in time. So, to my knowledge, there wasn't any of the adults